Well, good morning, everybody. We're on a nice, crispy November morning. We're here to continue to celebrate and showcase the work that the city of Winston-Salem is doing all across the city as a result of the $139 million of bonds that were approved by the voters back in 2014. We divided that bond issue into a number of areas, and one of the key areas was public safety. And as a result of that, we're being able to build new fire stations as well as refurbish existing fire stations all across the city. So today, we're here at fire station number 9 to do a ceremonial groundbreaking for the renovations that will occur here, which will provide new additional space here for additional ladder trucks and things of that nature that Chief Mayo will describe in just a moment or two. But we basically want to, first of all, thank the citizens for their confidence in the city and recognizing that as a city government we have certain infrastructure needs that we have to try to meet, and the use of general obligation bonds is one good way of doing that. So the bonds were overwhelmingly approved by the voters. Matter of fact, public safety bonds were approved by about 71 or 2%, I think, margin. So very strong statement by our citizens in understanding that need. To now call on our Mayor Pro Tem, Council Member of the Northeast Ward, Councilmember Vivian Burke.
Good morning again. It's so nice to be out. When we look over at the trees, look at the fall colors. It is just simply beautiful that God has given us this that we don't even have to pay for, to look at and to appreciate. This morning, as the mayor said, we are transparent. The things we do, we make sure that the citizens recognize. And I know that the chief must be awfully happy and his staff because we've had quite a few of these. And we've had also our citizens who live in the area coming in and participating. I do see Miss Collins, and I saw, is there anyone else? You live right down the street? Yes. So we'll make sure when we do the groundbreaking, we'll ask you all to come help to move this dirt. I can imagine, City Manager, you feel good about this too. And when you look at the things that are happening with your staff, it makes you feel good that you can check off, and we're so transparent. If you want to know what's going on, we have TV 13, and you can just go get on your internet and just look at everything that's happening in this city. We're accountable. So today I'm so blessed that we're here, and may God continue to bless all of us as we carry out this duty. And I have to say at this time, we have many difficult jobs in the city. Being a fireman happens to be one of the most difficult jobs. And I know the citizens appreciate everything you do. And I did see several of our assistant city managers, Mr. Turner, and I saw Mr. Rao and Mr. Page. And I'm sure Chief Mayo will introduce his staff. Again, thank you for coming out this morning.
Thank you, Councilmember Burke. As Councilmember Burke alluded to, the fact that the placement of fire stations are very strategic in the overall carrying out of the public safety functions. And I think probably Councilmember Burke would agree. She chaired the Public Safety Committee for many, many years, that one of the prime duties of a local government is to ensure the public safety of their citizens. So the placement of these stations throughout the city so that we can ensure our goal of 4-minute responses or less is one of those key things. So let me call on now Chief Mayo to describe the work that's going to be occurring here at Fire Station number 9.
Good morning. Thank you, Mayor, Madam Mayor Pro Tem. We appreciate both of you joining us this morning. I'd like to recognize a couple of folks who are in the audience. Assistant Chief of Logistics, Frank Stowe, is here. Also joining us, Assistant Chief and Fire Marshal Robert Owens, and Division Chief Sandy Shepard is here, and Acting Battalion Chief Jim Rich is with us. And also, I appreciate the crews from Engines 3-9 and Truck 18 coming over to join us this morning. Certainly I want to start by thanking the city manager and the City Council, and particularly the voters of the City of Winston-Salem, for their support of this project. And also, they were not able to join us this morning, but Battalion Chief Bobby Wade and Captains Rodney Miller and Sean Scruggs helped us design the renovations to this building, as well as those to Stations 7 and 8. This is another step for us toward having facilities that support our deployment model rather than dictating our deployment model. A lot has changed in the 52 years since this station was originally constructed. Apparatus have gotten larger as fire services have increased. As the fire service has increased the services that it provides, safety features that are now included on fire apparatus, emissions controls, all of those things on modern fire apparatus have made them larger. The fire department, since this station was built, has taken on emergency medical response. We now provide 6 disciplines of technical rescue. Women are now in the fire service in fairly significant numbers. We need to work on that more than, we need to make improvements on that, but we do now have many more women in the fire service than when this station was constructed. And today, the modern Winston-Salem Fire Department provides we answer more requests for service in a week than we would have answered in 2 or 3 months when this facility was originally constructed and opened in the 60s. As Mayor Joines alluded to, this facility will be able to better accommodate, or will be able to accommodate, a ladder apparatus. Data indicate there is a pretty significant ladder service deficiency in this part of the city. It will have separate dormitory, restroom, and locker facilities for females. It will have individual bedrooms as opposed to one large open dormitory space for more privacy. There'll be a multi-purpose room for training and meetings, and there will be an area for structural firefighting gear storage that meets the current National Fire Protection Association standard, and that's in an effort to isolate firefighters from contaminants and off-gassing that comes off of that gear that contain a large number of carcinogens. So we're excited about this opportunity to increase our service delivery to the citizens in Northeast Winston-Salem, and we anticipate that this facility will help us do that for many decades to come. So I thank you again for coming out this morning and for your support, and we'll look forward to seeing you here in about a year when we have the grand opening. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Mayo. A lot of great additions to this station. Well, let's go ahead and do what we're here for.